Hi everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Um, Today I would like to give you your results and everything, and then do something a little bit different with our time together. I'm excited about these results. They were all really, really close except for one. The only one that wasn't close was Purple Rain beating Johnny B. Good by 76%. The other ones were all within about 50-ish percent of each other. And I was kind of expecting that. So Stand By Me versus Billie Jean, 55% for Stand By Me. My Girl versus Great Balls of Fire, 63% chose My Girl. And then California Dreamin' versus Your Song, a close one, 53% for California Dreamin'. So those four songs are moving to the final 16. Some good songs. And then the newer stuff, Need You Now and Uptown Funk, 55% chose Need You Now. See You Again and Girl on Fire, 59% for See You Again. Pompeii versus Bye Bye Bye, 56% chose Pompeii. And Dynamite versus Bad Day, 51% chose Dynamite. I throw my hand up in the air sometimes. Same thing for today. Just vote for the songs. I put the links in there again in case you're unfamiliar with one of the songs or you forget how one of them goes. And again, all I'm asking is you don't have to watch all of these videos if you know the song well. You don't need to. But please don't guess when you are voting. When you're voting between Let It Be and All Along the Watchtower, I would assume that most of you don't need to click on Let It Be, and a lot of you might need to just click on All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix and get a refresher of what that awesome opening guitar solo sounds like. So just take the time to go through that, please, and do the process correctly. And then tomorrow we'll have one more round of voting, and then we'll be into the final 16. So what I wanted to do today is I've been meaning to do this for a while. Since we have a little bit of extra time today, I want to do this today. Anytime there is a musical legend that passes away, I would like to spend a little bit of time talking about that artist. And if you aren't familiar, just a couple weeks ago, Bill Withers passed away at the age of 81. And Bill Withers is most famously known for songs like Lean on Me, Ain't No Sunshine, Just the Two of Us, these types of songs. And he is not on this list of top whatever songs. But it's one of those that if Lean on Me was on this list, I bet it would make it far. It's just because it's one of those, to me, it's like one of those Let It Be kind of songs where it's just like, it's iconic. Most people know it, and the lyrics are helpful. The lyrics keep showing up. I just saw a video on the news of a section of New York City that all stuck their heads out of their apartment windows and sang Lean on Me as the nurses and doctors and people on the front line of the coronavirus stuff were leaving at the end of their shift. They stuck their heads out and sang Lean on Me. So it's one of those songs, powerful, meaningful songs. So any of the questions that I'm going to be asking you today on Schoology are going to be revolving around Bill Withers a little bit. So there's two things I would like you to do. First of all, I just want to give you a quick, just a couple bits of information about him that I think are interesting. He was the youngest of 6 kids, born in West Virginia. He was born on the 4th of July. His mom was a maid, and his dad was a coal miner. They didn't have money, a lot of money. He was born with a pretty bad stutter that he struggled with for his childhood. And he said that he had a really hard time fitting in when he was young. Not an easy childhood. And then his father passed away when he was 13 years old. And then just a few years later, he enlisted in the Navy and went and served in the Navy for 9 years. And while he was serving in the Navy is where his interest in singing and songwriting started to show up. And then he came back after his service and dove into his music career. Pretty late in life as far as musicians go. He didn't really hit the scene until his early 30s. And that's interesting after watching little Michael Jackson sing when he's 11, or most of the singers that we listen to now. To start in the early 30s is later in life for a lot of pop musicians. And then he had about a 15-year career, and then he moved on to other stuff, and he didn't sing publicly for over 20 years before he was inducted into some Hall of Fame stuff and did some performances there. He won 3 Grammy Awards. He was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame and into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which shows his talent for not just singing and performing, but also for songwriting. He wrote his songs. And what I would like you to do for 4 minutes today is watch the other video that I gave you a link to. This is Bill Withers performing Lean on Me. And when I watch this, it's a live performance. It's slower, and personally, and you can disagree with this, but personally, when I watch an artist sit down or stand with an instrument and just play and sing with nothing else really to draw my attention to, no lights and pyro and dancers and everything. And don't get me wrong, that stuff is good and it's fun and I enjoy it very, very much. When I saw Billy Joel and he sang "We Didn't Start the Fire" and there's fire shooting all over the place, like, that was awesome. I love it. But I also love it when there's an artist that can just sit down at a piano, play and sing, and you just watch and think, this is why you're so famous. And I've said before, like Lady Gaga, for example, there's a lot of performances of hers that I've seen where there's a lot of stuff going on that can draw my attention. And my favorite Lady Gaga performances of when it's, especially early on, when it was just her, Stephanie, at a piano playing and singing, and you're just like, this woman is so talented. She's so talented. And so I would like you to watch this video because I think it really shows off just his beautiful voice, because he starts out the beginning in that low part of his voice, sometimes in my lives we all have pain, and then second verse, lean on me, he jumps up, and it's just soulful and it sounds effortless and a beautiful song. And so I think that maybe some of you need it, and yeah, I wish I was as talented as Bill Withers vocally and songwritingly. And if I was, that would be my gift to you. I would write you a song like that and sing it for you and say, hey, I hope this makes you feel better. But the next best thing I can do, I think, is take a song like this by an artist like this and send it to you and say, maybe this helps right now. Maybe you need something like this because it's such an inspirational song. So I hope you enjoy that. And then you can get through your votes, and I will see you back here again tomorrow. I hope you have a lovely day. I love you, kids. Bye-bye.